What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Jay Budokai here, back to talk about a little bit more anime games again, and more specifically Hunter Nen Impact. So, a lot has came out about this game over the day, couple of days, or I guess I'd say the last month, not really days, but I've just been catching up on stuff over these last couple of days. But the game has been confirmed to be a 2D fighter. So that has been confirmed. So the 2D fighter is great for it because that immediately eliminates the chance of it being a doo-doo 3D fighter, like a game that will not be named due to cutting slash. But I just wanted to say that we will be getting more information about this game at the end of the month. April 27th through the 29th is going to be Evo Japan 2024, and it has been confirmed that this game will be there. So unless anything changes throughout this month, should be getting some gameplay here at the end of this month, which is awesome. I'm very excited for that. So hopefully we'll get that coming pretty soon, and hopefully they'll be able to at least release the footages. It's not like something weird going on to where they won't allow anyone that's playing to release anything to the public, but you never know. You might get some leaked stuff here and there, but I'm hoping the gameplay is pretty crazy. But let's just get into the real meat and potatoes of this video, and I just want to talk about 10 characters I think are going to be needed in this game, or should be in this game for sure, because I feel like it'd be wasted if they weren't, but the first character might be a little weird, I think, in my opinion. I just think he would be a great addition, and that is Razor. Razor is kind of sick, I thought he'd be really cool to add with his dodgeballs and the little dudes that he has that fight with him. So I just think he'd be a great addition to the roster as someone that is, strong, maybe a tricky zoner with his dodgeballs, keeping you out, and if you get in, he might have one weird close-up move that can get you back out and you can start going crazy with the dodgeballs again. I'm not sure what they could do with this guy. I had to look up a lot of stuff for Hunterxhunter again because I haven't seen this show in so long. But looking at a lot of the characters, I do remember a lot what they do, but except for this guy, he was in the show for a little bit. But I think it'd be really cool to see him in there. I think he could be a really technical character and really tricky zoner that might be a little annoying. Next, I think we should add, there's no particular order, but just taking characters that would be nice is Bisky. Biscuit, she would be amazing in this game because I can see her as being a close range kind of a rush down fighter. And with her having that second form, her true form, I guess I should say, where she gets really big and stuff, I can see that being like an install. Maybe she transforms and can cancel certain moves into it to make a crazy combo after her transformation from her little form to her big form. That could be really sick. Or it can be like a stance character, bar management, maybe I have a separate bar for her just for her true form. There's just so many opportunities and things you could do with her here, especially just because of the fact that she has that big form. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know what this game is going to play like, but I know it's made by the same guys that made Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I'm expecting it to be kind of a big combo centric game. And already seeing that the game has been confirmed to be a 3v3 like that game is, that can't be too far off as a, prediction. There you go, as a prediction to what the game is going to be looking like here. All right, and then next character I want to get to, Uvogen, whatever, This guy just, come on. We saw him fight Kurapika. He's got to be in this game. Oh, and about that, some characters you may not see. Those characters that were in the trailer, obviously I'm not going to talk about them. They're in the trailer, obviously they're going to be in the game. So I'm not going to bring them up here because we know they're going to be in it. So that's why they might be left out. Now there's going to be a couple of no-brainers that I might have left out that I feel like, are obviously going to be in the game. So if you see anybody or have any suggestions for people, or not really suggestions, but people you think should be in this game, please let me know down below. But Uvogen, I think, is going to be super dope in this game. Really, that real brawler character, kind of like DBFZ brawly type beat, just a big guy just taking hits and just dogging people. Maybe have a command grab. I'm not sure. He was kind of just punching shit when he was in the show for a little bit, so can't really see him being the command grabby type of guy. But I feel like he might be one of the bigger characters in the roster here. Next up, I am thinking that we will most definitely see Chrollo. Chrollo is just, come on, you are fumbling in the bag crazy if you don't put this man in the game. You're really fumbling in the bag crazy if you don't put this man in the game. He's such a big fan favorite, and he's so unique. I can see this guy being really technical as well, and being one of the harder characters to use for sure if they want to be really accurate to the show, or try and keep their difficulty to match up with how advanced their Nin ability is. So I can see him being kind of a technical guy, being really tricky and being, probably someone a lot of people are going to play. Now, he might have a high skill ceiling, you know, because his nin ability is really weird. So it just really depends on how they adapt these characters' abilities into the fighting system and the mechanic of the game. Really, we know nothing about it. And before we get any deeper into this video, I want to give a shout out to LordKnight and Lotus Sakura. They both made a video talking about this game on LordKnight channel. I watch both of them a lot, and I was going to watch that video, but I decided to do this instead before watching the video to see if they kind of agree with what I'm saying and to hear what they're thinking as well. And then maybe at the end of this month, I'll do another comeback video once we get some gameplay and we talk about that as well. But yeah, I think Chrollo is an obvious pick. I mean, come on now. He's going to be super sick to use. His fight with Silva and Old Man Zoldyck was just super dope. It'd be a waste not to put him in the game. It really would be a waste not to put him in the game. Next, Knuckle. Come on, Knuckle would just be sick to have in this game. Knuckle's really cool, and having this little stupid doll thing with him immediately gives him a super cool mechanic that he can use that might be able to trap you out of your abilities for a little bit, for a couple of seconds. That would make him super annoying. I could see him being kind of a mid-range fighter, that kind of ability. Now, it did seem like he does prefer to use his hands, but what I mean by mid-range doesn't mean he can't have, you know, good attacks. Now I feel like Knuckles going to be kind of good in this game just off rip because of the fact that he has that thing with him. I can't even remember what this thing is called. I haven't watched this show in so long. I haven't watched this since high school, and I graduated 5 years ago, so that lets you know. I did start watching like my girlfriend started watching it, and she got up to season 3, and then she like fell off the face of the earth with the show. So we're probably not going to watch it again. She missed the best season. I might start watching it again, not sure, but I think Knuckle would be a great addition. You know, another brawly type character, you know, throwing the hands with gun and stuff. He's most definitely going to be kind of close range, but I feel like they need to do something cool with the little guy he has there that, you know, restricts your nin abilities and the amount of nin you can produce in the first place. Now, of course, with Knuckles, you know, come on. Knuckles and who? Shoot, bro. Shoot's gotta be next, bro. Shoot has to be in this game. Now, Shoot, most definitely, I had an idea for what this character could be like with all his floating limbs. He's most definitely, if this game has aerial combos, he's going to be a crazy aerial combo guy. He's going to be the guy that can keep picking you back up off the ground to extend the combos even more. I just feel like he's going to have limbs all over the place. He's going to be super technical with combos. Now, I keep saying technical, but I've only said it for 3 characters but those 3 characters, it makes sense for them to be a little bit technical, you know? So I don't think it's kind of out of proportions for me to say that. But Shoot was going to be super sick. I mean, his design's already really cool, kind of. But I just think he'd be really dope in the game with, you know, the abilities he has. And I just feel like it'd be a little bit of a waste not to put him in there with all these floating hands and stuff and the amount of stuff he can do. Now, he most definitely might be a zoner. If he's not crazy combos, he's going to be a zoner 100%, you know? So that is my guess for him. And next up is going to be my man's Kite. Now, Kite... he's my favorite character, so he's super sick. I wish we got to see a lot more of what this little guy does. Hey, shout out to whoever made this. This is sick. I'm just gonna Google images, you know, looking at stuff. But I just think Kite would be super sick for the game. He has those little, you know, the lottery system he has with all the different type of weapons he can use would be really cool. He would most definitely be a stance character now because he has all those weapons. He would most definitely be a stance character. And I keep saying stance character. If you don't know what that means they have different kind of properties for their moves depending on what stance they're in. So, you know, for me, for example, if I'm crouching, I guess crouching wouldn't count, but you know, his different weapons are going to have different move sets. You know, that's all you need to know. So I just think that'd be really cool. Kind of an obvious no-brainer. If you want a stance character in this game, just go for a Kite for his impact on the show. Very important to Gon. I mean, the anime kind of undersells him a little bit. The manga helps out, but he's not really like crazy important to the show, but he's just kind of an obvious pick. He's super talented when it comes to fighting. He's not crazy strong, obviously. But next I want to add another character, and that's going to be, you know, if we did Kite, we have to add, you know, P2. You know, P2's nasty. He's real nasty with it. So fast. I can see P2 being a glass cannon type of character for how he was in the show. Because, you know, we didn't see him fight all that much, except for a little bits where Kite dogged him, and then, you know what happens later. So if you watch the show, but you know, I just think P2 would be a great pick. Fast, rush down, glass cannon type of character, and Akuma, you know, with a dive, gonna have a dive kick for sure with those claws, maybe maybe in not like a dive kick, but you know what I mean, like where she's coming down with the claws. I can most definitely see that for aerial. That aerial move, of course. I think she'd be most definitely a top tier pick in this game as well. So P2 is most definitely another character I think should be in this game. Now, Meruem. Next, these last two are like, come on now, you gotta put these. The last one is kind of a stretch, I'm not gonna lie, but Meruem gotta be in this game. He's gonna be sick in this game. Kind of like that big boss character with tons of abilities. I feel like I kind of want him. I don't know if I want him to be a glass cannon as well. Like him being a glass cannon kind of makes sense for like how crazy strong he can be. You can kind of make him be someone that can do everything a little bit, you know, seeing how he is the king and how crazy he was fighting Netero and how crazier he got after that. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunities you can do in him with all the moves and abilities he has shown off in that fight against Netero. And I feel like it'd most definitely be a waste not to have him in this game. Now, the fact that they have Netero in this game, I kind of just want to say they're going to have him, because the only fight we see with Netero is against Meruem. So, I mean, I guess if you want to count Gon and Killer while fighting him on the airship, but I'm not really. But so that's the only thing I can see is those two being in the game for sure, because without one of them, you know, you got to have the other one if you have one, because their fight is just so crazy. And last but not least, I mean, come on, y'all. Some of y'all might have been thinking about this, obviously. But Adult Gon has to be. I just want him to be playable so bad. Now, what is his moveset going to be? I mean, we saw him on the camera. I mean, not on the camera. We saw him on the screen for like, you know, 5-10 minutes. He was insane, just dogging P2, you know. But I think it'd be a waste not to put him in the game. I mean, he'd just be such an immediate grab to get him like into this game. People would be like, what, playable? I gotta lock in, because he'd just be so sick. Just a big powerhouse build. Maybe he could have a command grab in his set. I just think he'd be nasty. He's most definitely gonna be a close range brawler. There's no reason for him not to be. I mean, bro, let his arm get cut off just so he could punch the shit out of P2. So I mean, if that's not close range, I don't know what is. So hey, those are the characters I think. I just wanted to do like a quick little video coming back into YouTube, and I just thought this would be a nice one, me getting up here yapping about some Hunterxhunter. And what do you guys think this game is going to have and how's it going to play? I'm really just going to keep thinking it's going to play like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Obviously, it's not going to play just like it, because, you know, Hunterxhunter is such a different world when it comes to stuff like that. But I think it's going to have like a more original outline, because you want to stick to what you can do, especially when it comes to making video games, so you don't have the chance to make the game like really bad. At least I hope they stick to what they can do, because if we see them try and do something crazy, you know, it might work out. But you saw what happened the other game. This is a 2D fighter though. Now, I'm not expecting this game to have a huge roster just because of the fact that it's a 2D fighter. Now, 2D fighters usually, the characters tend to be a little bit, you know, different. The games tend to start out with a little bit of a smaller roster. So I'm going to go with in between 15 and 21 characters for this starting base roster. I feel like that's really great, you know, especially with it being 3 people on a team. I forget how much DBFZ started out with, but 15 to 20 characters isn't too crazy. So I just want to throw up 10. I just don't know who. I mean, there's tons of other characters they could put in this game. They could put a lot of the Phantom Troop guys in here. They could put a lot of the guys in season 1, like Hanzo, the ninja guy from the exam. There's a lot of people they could throw in here. They could throw some of the prisoners in here from the exam as well. I don't know which one they put in here. Maybe the blue guy. Honestly, wasted slot, not gonna lie. But what do you guys think is gonna be in this game? Who do you guys want to see in this game? Honestly, who do you guys really think deserve a spot to be for real? Let me know what you guys think down below, and please let me know if you guys want to see more content talking about Hunterxhunter Nenimpact. You want to see some gameplay when I'm able to, you know, find someone on the internet once that gets released in April, or I guess at the end of this month, because it is April. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I got 3 more videos I'm cooking up right now. Just gotta, you know, get into tip-top shape for those, and they will be coming out, you know, next week or in the weeks following. Just trying to be a little bit more consistent, not anything crazy yet. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. That's it. See ya.